This is going to be grafting 1 by 1 ribbing. Now, the situation with this was a hat that looked like this, and it wasn't long enough. So I took it apart where the two colors came together. It was black and green, and I decided to take it apart where the colors changed because the actual end of this yarn came to an end and I was able to take it apart. So then I added the blue section. It just needed a little bit more, and I made sure that all the stitches, there was 82 stitches here and there's 82 stitches at the top, so any decreasing I did matched. This is 1 by 1 ribbing, and we are going to be working from right to left. So I had to turn the top area inside out as well as the bottom, but the bottom area didn't really matter because there weren't as many new colors added. The trick to 1 by 1 ribbing is that you have to make sure that that the rib will go into this rib so that it'll look continuous. So what I figured out very painstakingly is I will start, this is coming through the right side of this ribbing, and inside here is the purl, and when you get to this you will be able to examine that that is purl, whereas in between this is knit, and then that is purl. So you want to make sure that you find the area it will be a knit time for it to be a knit row. So this is on the right side of this ribbing, and what I figured out is then you go back on top row, go through hole, then go back behind. So you're going to go back behind and go through the purled on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going through the purled on the bottom like so, and you always work from right to left, and then I'm going to go through the knitted on the bottom like so, and that will cause this to fall to the outside. Then through the same loop on the top, and then the next top loop, and you want it to fall like that. And the first ones won't look very normal, but then as you proceed they will, and then when you come around to the other side you will also be joining one of these loops. Then you go through the same loop on the bottom that's knitted. You're going to knit the knitted, and then you're going to knit the purled on the bottom. Actually, I could leave that on there. Purled on the bottom. Then at top, go to same loop, but back behind it. This was the tricky part. This is the loop up here that I just went through, but you have to go back behind it like that. Then through the next top loop, and make sure you go this way so that that will fall like this. And you go back to the purled loop that you already went through, and you're gonna purl that one, and that can come off. And then purl the next stitch on the bottom, purl the knitted stitch, and at top go through the knitted stitch already gone through, And you're going to go through it this way so that it falls correctly. And then the next one, which is like that. And go through bottom knitted already from front. So if this was like this, you want to go through it like that. And as you can see, it's starting to, like, this one looks like it's falling into place. That looks like it's falling into place. Now that looks like it's falling into place. And then you want to knit the purled stitch, and you pretty much have what you're gonna, and then you continue. Now I'm gonna start going and doing the same thing. Now here we go, and go back behind this knitted stitch up here, and the next one on the top. Go through like that. Go to the bottom stitch that it was already gone through. Was it the bottom purled stitch? Like this, back behind it. That means purled the purl stitch on the bottom. And purl the next stitch next to it. Alright, and then you continue until you get all the way around, and I'll show you that when I get there. But so far you have something that looks like this. These are all falling into place. And then you can see behind if it's working. Ta-da, it's working.